That I like, that I like. Okay, today as you can see we are going to do some putting. Now I get a number of golfers that come into the shop and they say, what's a good putter? Well, people will buy putters for many different reasons. They're long, they're short, they're heavy, they're light, they're pretty, they're ugly. Their brother Joe uses it. Jack Nicklaus just won a golf tournament with it. There's quite a variety of putters. There's thousands of different putters. Everybody's looking for the perfect one. Now I have a few putters here that I will show you. Here's a basic blade putter, bullseye putter. Here's a mallet head. You can see the head's large, silver color. Here's a putter that I would almost call ugly, but it does the job. I have another putter here. It's a blade and mallet type, and it has a T-line on top that will help you line up to your target. And here's the fashionable putter now. This one's called a 747, and it has quite a large head, and it's very light actually. It looks like it'd be very heavy and cumbersome, but it's light. And they're selling very well right now. And here's one they call a side saddle. It's Sam Snead type. Hold it up here, hold down on the shaft with your right hand and bring the putter back and through. Very interesting putter. They all work. It's not the putter, it's the puttee. Now, what you want to do is get a putter that you feel comfortable with. As I said, maybe your buddy's using it and it looks good and feels good. Fine. Whatever's going to put it in the hole is what you're after. Now, putting is an individual thing. You can read a book and they'll say you should use a certain grip or a certain stance. Now, here's the overlap grip that you use on the full swing. There is the reverse overlap that every book will say you should use. But if you watch the pros on tour, you'll see them gripping it like this, like this, like this, like this, standing knock-kneed, open stance, wide stance. Now they've worked on a grip and a stance that feels comfortable to them, and that's what you should do too. You can use the same grip as you use on the full swing. Thing is that you want to have the ball between your feet, eyes over the ball. If you were to take your putter and touch the bridge of your nose with the putter and look down, your eyes should be directly down that shaft towards your ball. Ball between your feet, have your weight even, or you can lean on the left a little bit. I wouldn't recommend sitting back on the back foot. Bend at the waist, bend the knees a little bit. Maintain the triangle formed with your arms and shoulders. Keep the body very still and the head still, and just sweep the club back and sweep it through. Back and through. Don't jab at the putt. Don't try and steer it in because you'll miss the hole, or try to push it in because you will also miss the hole. But make good contact with the ball, straight back and straight through. Follow the ball through to your target. Follow it through. Same as in chipping, same as in the full swing. Keep the club head low, back and through. Now, if you're having trouble with your line, this is a unit here that I showed in a previous show for chipping. You can use it for putting too. It's called a flanger, and it helps you guide the club through. You can see the path. You follow between these two supports. That was a little too firm, and follow the ball right through to your target. Nice and smooth. Now, another practice that you can use is have 3 golf balls and start off at maybe 1.5 feet away from the hole and play a little game. You're 1.5 feet away, knock all 3 in, move back maybe 4 feet, 3 feet. Same thing, stay there until you get all 3 into the hole. Move back maybe 5 or 6 feet and work on 3 out of 4. You want 3 out of 4 balls. Like I said, make a little game out of your practice. And then move back again, maybe 8 or 9 feet, and work on getting 2 out of 4 or 2 out of 3 into the hole. It helps for your direction, weight you're going to use. Always aim for the back of the hole. Give it a chance to get past the hole a little bit. One of the worst things you can do is stroke the ball, stroke it so it's just going to teeter in. 80%, 90% of the time you're going to leave it short, and you still have to get up to the hole. So aim a little past the hole. Imagine there's another hole on the other side and aim for that second hole. Now, one thing too is that you want to find the sweet spot on the putter. Now, a lot of putters will have a line on top here. That's not necessarily the sweet spot. The way you find the sweet spot is take a coin or a sharp object and tap it. If it goes straight back, that's the sweet spot. Try it on the toe. You see how the putter head turns? Or on the heel, see how it turns? But you hit the sweet spot, the putter head should go straight back. That's where you want to line up to the ball, make solid contact, and follow it right through. Okay, we've done some short putts. Now let's do some long putts.
4, 3.
All right, we're going to do some long putts now. First of all, on the short putts, I gave you a little exercise to help you develop a feel for distance, and that is taking 3 or 4 golf balls, starting at a foot, foot and a half, knock them into the hole, and then move back maybe to 3 feet, then 5 feet, then 8 feet. Now, another way for judging distance, I have a long putt here, is just pace it off. Just get a feeling for pacing and count the number of paces, and when you're up checking the line to see if there's any blemishes on the green and take a look at the hole. So now you get a feel for distance by pacing towards the hole. Now, what you should do too is, without spending a lot of time, is check from the side, maybe from behind the hole, and primarily behind the ball. There's a number of ways you develop a habit. You get down behind the ball and you can see if it's a straight putt or it's going to break right to left or left to right. Another way too is plumb lining it, plumb bobbing it. It's just holding the putter up and getting a line on your putt. Now, one thing that's very important too, when you get in this position, you have a long putt. Hopefully you don't need it for birdie or par, so it's going to put more pressure on you to try and get it in the hole. Your thought should be get it close so the next stroke should be easy. Now, an example is like throwing a dart at a dartboard. When you try really hard to get it in the middle, in the bullseye, half the time you miss the whole darn board. But if you throw the dart just to get it anywhere on the dartboard, because you're aiming at a larger target, it's surprising how close you get to the center. Now, I've drawn some crooked circles on the green here, but what you want to do is try and get the ball inside that circle. Now, rather than aim for a target this size, the size of the hole, imagine it's the circumference of a tire and try and get inside that. Aim for the back edge of the circumference too. Now, it's a very easy little stroke. Think, get it close. Just think, get it close. Develop a feel for the stroke. It's nice and smooth. Make good contact and follow the ball through to your target. Get it up there nice and close so the next stroke should be reasonably easy. Stay very steady, nice and smooth, right through to your target. Get it up there nice and close. I'll take that one. Should have been a little firmer though. Aim for the back edge of that circle. Nice and smooth, solid contact, and get it up there so the next stroke is reasonably easy. Remember, stay steady. Listen for the ball to hit the hole. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. That's it for today. Okay, now, I've got 2 balls in the green. My opponent's ball is here, and I'm right in his line. Now, proper way of marking the ball is you take the coin or your marker, place it directly behind the ball, and lift it up. Now you can clean it. Now, because the marker is in line with the hole, I'm going to be a gentleman and move it over a couple of club head lengths. Now you take the putter head, you line it up for a tree or something off to the side. You take your coin, place it there. I'm going to move it 2. You line it up for the side there and place it there. Now he has free access to the hole without going over a coin or over my ball. Now when you replace the coin, you just do the opposite. You line it up to the same target, a rock or tree, take the coin, place it back. Once more, because I moved the 2 putter heads, place it back here. This is after he has putted. It's your turn to putt. Place the ball down. Now, a suggestion, I would use the manufacturer's name as a line for putting. Place it right there, close to the coin, and remove the coin. You don't mark it like that, where you could almost put another ball behind. Another way you can mark too, which is quite all right, is off to the side, if that's not going to bother him. Then you can replace it. Now just be sure when you put the ball back that you put it on the side, this side or this side, and remove the coin. That's it for today.
Anytime. Anytime. Get that one out of the way. Can you